With 2023 coming to an end, I want to go over my most watched and my favorite videos that I've posted since I started in October of 2023. The support I've gotten in the last 3 months has been amazing, and so I want to say thank you to anybody that's watched, commented, liked any of my posts, or followed me. I really appreciate it, and I'm excited for 2024. This video is the first one I had that really took off. It's amassed over 5 million views across all platforms. So this is where it all really started for me with actually gaining traction. The main reason this got so many views, I believe, is because of the controversy of that coupling that I put on. There really wasn't a lot of pipe there, and in hindsight, I should have used a hub saver. I learned my lesson. Next time I definitely will. This is a customer that we get called from all the time, and they've had no issues with it. I also got a lot of comments about wondering where the vent is. This is vented just down the line there. It's just not in the video. And on to my next one. This is my most recent video that really took off. As it stands, it's at 6 million views across all platforms. This was a fun one. I wasn't planning on taking this job at all. It was an emergency call, and I rushed over there, and it happened to make for a great video. And most of the comments that I got here are one about me dipping the water line in the water there, which I did flush it out. Just sometimes you don't get everything on camera, and I don't feel the need to explain everything in the comments. But the other thing is, I took my shoes off to get in this water to get connected because I couldn't reach from the door. And I got thousands of comments of people telling me to pump it out before I made the repairs. Now, most of the time I wouldn't disagree, but this customer really wanted her water on as soon as possible. So I just manned up. I took my boots off, got in there, crimped it, and then we pumped it out. It took 3 hours to pump it out, so she would have had to wait a really long time. Now, another one. It's another in a crawl space. For some reason, every video I post in a crawl space, people seem to like, or maybe they hate it, who knows. But they always seem to get a lot of views. This one's sitting at over 3.5 million views across all platforms. The point of this repair is that 90 was leaking. This house was getting put on the market, and an inspector came in there, and as he was testing the drains, he saw that 90 was leaking. So that's why I'm cutting it out and replacing it, putting a combo clean out on it instead of the inline clean out that they had there. If you notice, this connection that I just glued in, it actually slides down 1/4 inch. I didn't notice that until people pointed out in the comments. Thankfully, it's not going to cause any leaks, but figured I'd point it out. This was a fun job. It got a lot of comments of people saying that it was pointless. I guess they didn't get the full story, but that's kind of more in depth of what happened there. And this next one was great. I posted this one right after the first video that you saw in this video. And the great thing about this is I got a lot of positive feedback that was really cool. Mainly because I'm telling a story here of the property management company being cheap and wanting to reuse as much as possible. And I just kind of explained that, I wanted to do more, but this is all we were approved to do. And the company I work for just works specifically with property management companies. So I got to do what I'm told to do. I'd love to do more if I could, but for now, this is where we're at. And so that's why I'm reusing SharkBite shutoffs and all that good stuff. But, it works at the end of the day, and it's better than what it was. And the tenants were happy. So, that's all we can do, right? So thank you to everyone that supported me on this video. The comments on here were really nice. So I appreciate that. This one also is sitting at over 3 million views across all platforms too, which is really cool. This is one of my favorites for that reason. All the positivity was really nice. And this one's just one of my favorites. Not only because the crawl space was just perfect to work in. I don't think I've been in a better crawl space. But also, the comments on this were pretty great. I made a joke in here about charging $700 for this because we're actually here doing a lot of other things for this job. This was just an add-on while we're there. Ended up making a great video, and so I figured I'd joke about it costing a lot of money. We didn't charge what I said, but it just made for a funny little joke, and I explained it at the very end. But in short form content, most people are not watching to the very end of the video, so it made for a lot of funny moments in the comments because people had clearly not watched it. I also put the tape on this in-out plug backwards, and this video is sitting at over 4 million views across all platforms as well, which is mind-blowing to me. The support has been overwhelming, and I really appreciate everyone that has watched. This is going to be one of my all-time favorites, not because of the view count. It's less than the other ones I've posted in this video here, but the story here really embodies to me what this career is all about in service plumbing, and that is serving other people. I believe that God puts you in the right place at the right time to help the right people, and that's exactly what happened here. This person didn't have hot water right before Christmas break with a house full of family and young kids, and it just so happened that I had all the parts needed to get this swapped out the next day instead of them having to wait on the warranty parts, which would have arrived a few days after Christmas. That's why I like this video so much. It just really showcases that this career, you can really help other people, and that's what life's all about, serving others. And not every plumbing call is going to impact somebody like this one did, but the ones that do really stand out. So I was super happy to be able to share this one. And this is going to be the last one that I share here, but this one's really cool. It doesn't have as many views as the other ones, but the story behind this is just really cool to me. And so it was really, really fun for me to share this video with everybody. This was right before Thanksgiving, and this family of like 9 or 10 people had a sewer backup for like over 3 weeks, and they were dealing with drain issues for like 4 months, and nobody could really figure it out. There was no clean out, so they had several drain cleaners come by to clean it out, but they couldn't do it because there's no clean out installed on the system. That's why I'm installing this two-way clean out here. That was a street clean out that I just showed, but the blockage was down the line from that, so you couldn't clean it out from that one. But what made this job special, it was pretty unique because the tenants here actually were outside with me the entire time, which is usually people would get annoyed by, and I get that, but these people were extremely, extremely hospitable. They brought us out hot tea. It was pretty cold this day. They brought hot tea, hot coffee, snacks, little pastries they had made, and they actually had us sit down, take a break, and drink the tea. And both of the guys actually got in the hole and started digging this out for us. We didn't ask them or anything. They just dug the hole for about a good 10 minutes and made great progress, which was really cool. So never had anyone do that before. I thought that was really nice. So pretty cool. This was a very memorable job for me. Once we got this clean out in, I was able to run my camera and saw what was going on. And that's a bottle of Fireball. And I pulled out like a bag of chips and all this crazy stuff in there. So who knows what was going on there? I'm not asking any questions but a massive thank you to everyone that's watched and followed me. It's been 3 months and we've amassed over 75,000 followers on all platforms. So just really, really appreciate all of you. And I'm excited for the new year.